As a Halo content creator, we're never running out of ideas for video topics. But more recently, YouTube's gone interesting when it introduced this new research tool in the YouTube creator dashboard. It recommends things based on what our viewers have searched, searches across YouTube, and other things related to our topics that might do well. And somehow YouTube's kind of recommended to us that if we do a video on Halo Beast Mode moments, it could hit a couple of beats that people are searching up or something on YouTube in the Halo category. So here we are, 10 times Halo characters went beast mode in a Halo game. So today we're only looking at beast mode moments, and we're gonna go ahead and start all the way back at Halo Combat Evolved. Clearly, there's a lot of interesting moments in CE, but one of the biggest moments that stands out was when, in the final act of the game, Master Chief goes back to the Truth and Reconciliation in an attempt to save Captain Keyes for a second time. However, this time, it turns out Keyes had been completely infected with the Flood. However, with the Covenant and the Flood being a pretty major risk here on this Halo ring, Master Chief still needs to be able to activate the engines on the Pillar of Autumn. It needs those darn activation codes that only Captain Keyes had. So, what does Chief do? He just smacks in there and pulls the implants right out of Captain Keyes' infected brain, and he's like, cool. And then he gets out of there and does the end of Halo. But that's just the first entry on our list of our top 10s. Halo 2 picks up right away with another beast mode entry from Master Chief himself. While he's up in Cairo Station, it turns out the Covenant has attacked, and they hid secret bombs on the other bases, and you can see them exploding from the window. Oh no, what's going to happen? Cairo Station will definitely be next. Well, what those other bases didn't have was a Master Chief, and Master Chief pushes through the level, killing everything. He's in a hurry, so he moves quick, unless it's like Lasso or something, then he moves really slow. That bomb has like the longest timer. Nonetheless, after exterminating all of the elites surrounding the bomb, he then decides to give the Covenant back their bomb by dragging it into space and jumping from the ship, flying on top of it, and then flying it into the other alien ship, and then he just kind of jumps off of it, and somehow that's enough force of a jump to outfly and outspeed the blast radius of said explosion. It's pretty wild, but definitely our number 2 pick for beast mode moments. But on the flip side of the story, our number 3 entry actually comes from the Arbiter himself. As we all know, the Arbiter's story is truly about a young lad who keeps getting bullied by his peers, but then finally stands up to the big bad bully at the end of the game and dukes it out, while there's also like this super forerunner alien ring that might kill everyone at any given moment because the bullies are trying to launch it or something. Nonetheless, the Arbiter perseveres and triumphs over Tartarus, who was like the big evil bully of all of the bullies, and is able to finally turn the tide for the elites, who literally just got massacred by their own allies, which marked a major turning point in the overall Halo story. That was beast mode. Number 4 on our list is also from Halo 2, but back on the Master Chief's side of things, we so far have seen Master Chief punch out Keyes. We've seen him fly on a bomb. But man, have you ever seen Master Chief board a Prophet? He just goes straight up ham on beating the Prophet of Truth down, just like that. Just bam, just punches to the face. You know that can't feel well. He's like a super soldier. It's metal as for sure. Number 5 on our list is a short one, but it's that time Sergeant Johnson gets captured by the brutes in Sierra 117 in Halo 3, and boom, 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 look at him go! It doesn't really work that well, but in Johnson's mind, he was going beast mode, and I can respect that. Ooh boy, we're at 6 out of 10 already on this list. Next, we have the Arbiter killing the Prophet of Truth once and for all at the end of Halo 3. Not only does he wait until, like, the Prophet of Truth clings back into his own consciousness just long enough for the Arbiter to get his revenge on the Covenant, not the Flood that's currently infecting him, but then he lets out a beastly howl at the moon or something to represent that he just did something really cool, and that was pretty awesome. Now, with us already being at number 7 on this list, there's several moments from Halo 3 where Master Chief can easily just take the crown on this, mostly Master Chief and Cortana's interactions. Now, for most of Halo 3, Master Chief is kind of just looking for a sign of Cortana everywhere that he can. If he sees like a little hologram pops up, he's looking at the hologram like he's a little kid looking into the tank of like a hermit crab, and he's waiting cautiously, carefully to see if this hermit crab will do something cool. But instead of it being a hermit crab, it's like a recording of Cortana. Nonetheless, pretty beast mode for Master Chief to just go right back into the fully flood-infected High Charity and fight his way through all this stuff going down to try to rescue Cortana. And then it was even more beast mode that out of all of that, the Arbiter, who has like no reason to really show up, decides to show up just to try to help Master Chief out at the end of all of that. I don't know who really gets the crown of beast mode here, but both of these are beast mode character moments. That's number 7. And I mean, have you ever seen the Arbiter go hard in Halo 3? Like if you're playing single player, especially on a high difficulty, and you have your little AI Arbiter tagging along with you, he will go to fight for you as the Master Chief. That's some high level loyalty. He will swing his sword, he will fight, he will scream, he will do whatever it takes to make sure that nothing is going to stand in their way of winning Halo 3 or whatever they're trying to do. I mean, I always just love watching the Arbiter just fight it out. Sometimes I just stand back and watch just to see what's going on because it's funny to look at. Number 8 actually goes to the end of Halo 3 when we have Guilty Spark just shoot his beast mode at Johnson. I mean, it's not a fun moment, of course, but I mean, from like if you were from Guilty Spark's perspective, like you were able to justify his actions, it did make sense, and it was kind of cool, I guess. I'm still angry about this. Number 9 on our list comes from Halo Wars 1, where we get this really cool cutscene of the then Arbiter just doing cool things. I don't know, these cutscenes are just really awesome, and I thought that it should be deserving here. And then we get to number 10, Halo 3 ODST. They're up on top of this like helipad at the police station. They're fighting for their life. It's going okay. Then all of a sudden, this brute chieftain jumps out of a phantom. He starts swinging his hammer around. This brute right here, like, he doesn't get enough credit, but he was going full on beast mode. He was committed to the cause. Look at this. Romeo parries it like this is Elden Ring, but nah, that brute's not dealing with it. He's gonna push right through that gun and still puncture his lung. Then he gets like, you know, outplayed or overrun by a couple more ODSTs. And I mean, for a second there, you could argue that Buck goes pretty beast mode too. But man, give this brute some credit. Look at him go. For like a brief moment there, he was like a force to be reckoned with. Okay, number 11 on the list. Can we talk about how at the end of Halo 3 ODST, Virgil went on like a little killing rampage that nobody really talked about? Like, I mean, he was using doors to kill people. Look at this poor officer here. He got like squished by a door to death. That's intense. I mean, sure, they were trying to go and kill Virgil and they were corrupt, but to get crushed by a door, that's some next level stuff. Okay, the number 12 on this list is canon, but it's not actually something that happens in the games, and it's the only one we're gonna count from not the games, but it serves as like a predecessor to Halo Reach. The Deliver the Hope trailer for Halo Reach, which went so hard, it shows Kat running with some bomb or something that she needs to use, but then boom, she gets knocked out. And who shows up? Noble 6, but the old Noble 6, not the one you play as in Halo Reach. This guy's name is Tom, and he's like, I got it. He takes the bomb, yeets it into the ship, sacrifices himself. That is beast mode right there, and is deserving of number 12 on this list. But what about beast modes in Halo Reach? Well, we can look at Noble Team, as for the most part, they've all had some pretty intense moments where they just went full on beast mode. Like George slipspace yeeting himself with this ship. Carter goes full on beast mode, taking out this scarab. Look at Emil here. He took a sword to the chest and just flings himself around. Boom! That's beast mode right there. Noble 6, look at him go. He's just taking it and beating him up. Yeah, beast mode. Oh yeah, and then there's June. He just kind of left. He didn't do much. But then there's Kat, and she, of course, went beast mode. Yeah. Even in the later Halo games, like the 343 era of Halo games, some characters would occasionally do some cool things that were beast mode. I mean, I don't know what's going on in this Halo 4 story, but Cortana looks like she's going beast mode right here. Also, just while we move away from the Bungie trilogy, we need to give an honorable mention to this specific bugger. He was dedicated to the cause. He was willing to lift this Marine up and just take him away, and that's pretty awesome. Oh, Halo 5 Guardians, we got Master Chief, we got Locke, we got their teams hanging out, watching this fight go down, and boom, boom, they're both going full on beast mode. We all know that Locke totally wins this fight, right? Master Chief only is considered the winner because he cheated. He used equipment. That's not very beast mode. But look at Locke. He totally went beast mode. I'm gonna love the comments on this one. Oh, don't think we forgot about some of the other famous Halo games like Halo Fireteam Raven, that arcade cabinet that you can only play at like a Dave & Buster's. This story follows some random ODSTs we've never heard of before throughout the events of Halo Combat Evolved, and it's pretty generic, and I don't really know how their plot line fits together, but there is this moment that happens like twice in the story, I think, where you're fighting against Flood Juggernauts, which is wild. Flood Juggernauts were originally an enemy class that were going to be in Halo 2, but ended up getting cut late in development, and boom, look at this! They're actually here, officially in Halo lore, just exclusive to a spin-off game that you can only find at like physical locations that have arcade cabinets. But still, that's some Flood Juggernaut stuff right there, and that's neat. Halo Wars 2, we got this really cool cutscene of Atriox just going full-on beast mode. Halo Infinite even had some really interesting beast mode moments. We got Atriox just beasting his mode all over Master Chief. And you know who else went beast mode? Spartan Griffin, when he died. We all cried. Who put this in the script? Luke? Also in Halo Infinite, there's kind of this interesting moment where Cortana goes a little beast mode too, when she decides to, like, I don't know, destroy all of Australia, or was it just a base in Australia? I interpreted it as her destroying the entire continent, which, wow, that's interesting. It also reminds us of the Didact trying to go beast mode when he like vaporized an entire city, like with his little particle beam or whatever he was doing here in Halo 4, but I just could never really get behind the beast mode of it because he just seemed so casual about it. And he kind of looked like Voldemort, and I don't know. It didn't feel like a beast mode moment. But Cortana destroying Australia, I mean, that was a pretty big move. Probably not a great move, but it was a big move nonetheless. All right, but those are just our picks for the greatest Halo moments where characters went beast mode. Thank you, YouTube algorithm, for suggesting this video, because let's just see how it does. Maybe this video will get a ton of views, and we'll just continue to listen to whatever the algorithm tells us to do in this little YouTube creator tool. If you enjoyed this video though, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Huge shout out to our patrons. Thanks so much for all the support. You guys are pretty awesome. Also, if anyone else wants to join up and help support our channel through Patreon, there's a link in the description down below, or fill up your gamer subs and use code RocketSloth because they give us a little cut every time you guys sign up using our code, and it's a win-win for everyone. All right, that's it for today. We'll see you guys next time with a new video.